Have you ever said yes to something when deep down you really wanted to say no? Or maybe you've agreed to help someone out and instantly regretted it? We've all been there. Today, I want to share with you strategies to stop saying yes when you really should say no and take back control over your time and energy. Hi, I'm Ling Epson, a certified executive and leadership coach. So let's dive in. The first strategy is to delay your response. When someone asks you for something, your default tendency might be to jump into yes mode without thinking about it. But here's the trick. Pause. Instead of instantly saying yes, take a moment to process the request. You can respond with something like, "Let me check a few things and get back to you by the end of the day." This gives you time to evaluate whether the request fits with your priorities and if it's something you actually want to commit to. It also allows you time to figure out how to say no, if that's the best call. Research shows that taking a moment to pause before responding can help us avoid making impulsive decisions. According to the book The Power of a Pause by Terry Hershey, this moment of stillness can give us clarity and prevent us from saying yes out of guilt or obligation. Next up is to create a triage system. If you're constantly getting bombarded with similar requests, it's time to set up a system. For example, if you're getting lots of requests at work, consider creating a dedicated Slack channel for requests or a form that helps people articulate what they need. This way, you can filter out less urgent requests and prioritize those that matter most. This approach is not only about saying no more effectively, it's about setting clear boundaries and managing expectations. A study by Harvard Business Review suggests that the more we structure our workflows and establish systems for handling requests, the more effective and productive we become. Now let's talk about using the phrase, "it's our policy." This technique is especially useful when you're dealing with requests outside your control. For example, let's say someone asks you about HR matters, pay bands, other topics that are beyond your scope. You might feel obligated to help, but sometimes you just can't. You can say, "It's our policy that questions related to pay go directly to HR. Let me point you in the right direction." This approach allows you to politely say no without feeling bad or guilty. Research from the Journal of Applied Psychology indicates that establishing policies or guidelines helps to reduce decision fatigue and create a sense of clarity for both you and the person making the request. Another strategy is to share your current priorities. People often ask because they know you've said yes before. But if you let them know what you're focused on, they'll understand why you can't always say yes. For example, you could say, "I appreciate your request. Right now, my team is focused on Project XYZ. Once that's wrapped up, we can revisit your request." This way, you're not just saying no flat out, you're explaining why your time is committed to other priorities. This transparency will help people understand your workload and respect your boundaries. There's a great quote by Warren Buffett. The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. This reinforces the idea that we cannot be all things to all people and still maintain focus on our highest priorities. Lastly, let's talk about offering alternatives. Sometimes saying no feels too harsh, but that doesn't mean you cannot find a solution. For example, if a colleague asks for a one-on-one meeting but you're swamped, instead of saying no, offer an alternative. "Hey, I can't meet this afternoon, but how about we chat right after our team sync tomorrow morning?" Offering alternatives allows you to meet the person's need without compromising your own time. It's a way of saying no while still being supportive. Studies on negotiation tactics highlight that offering alternatives is a great way to keep the conversation collaborative and create a win-win outcome. Saying yes all the time can leave you feeling overwhelmed and burnout. But by implementing these strategies, you can take back control of your time, reduce stress, and make better decisions about where to focus your energy. Remember, it's not about being selfish. It's about prioritizing your well-being and ensuring you're in the best position to help others when you can. You're also teaching other people to help themselves as well.